about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
That is just nasty.
That is ridiculous. That ball's on a string.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Let's see the stat sheet here for Tobias Harris.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Tobias Harris, since he was 10 years old, has spent the summer training with George the Iceman Gervin in San Antonio. Harris said, having him in my ear has helped my game and made me love the game even more. And Gervin says, I'm his coach as far as putting that ball in the hole. And he's a good student, too. Kevin?
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our sideline. Thank you for that. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. You might miss something.
Yeah, you got to keep your head up and be alert if you're watching this game because they're going to get it up and down so fast and so often. Execution on the fast break will probably determine what happens in the outcome in this one.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Drummond. Maxey out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Harris. And it's Niang in at the 4. And for the Nets, the post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Mills out there with Harden. And it's Bembry in at the small forward position. Now, here's Maxey. Harris outside. To the paint. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist from Tobias Harris.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Harden with a screen on Harris. Here's Bembry, and that one is stuffed right through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Harris after the basket by Brooklyn. He feeds it to Drummond. Tries from 7. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And here is Harris. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Now here's Harden. D right on him. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. The 3 from Harden. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You know, everybody knows Harden is lights out from behind the arc, so if you're defending him, you've got to take that away.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin, and he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
Now here's Drummond. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Griffin sets the screen for Harden. Down low. Shoots it up. That misses off the backboard. The 76ers trail by 4. Maxey passes to Curry. Now the pass to Harris. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, so smooth and fluid with the rock in his hands. It's clear Harris enjoys making these kinds of moves, and I like watching them too.
Mills looking it over. Pass to KD. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Drummond. He doesn't hit that one. Nice defense from KD. He dishes it to Mills. Here's Griffin. That doesn't go either for Griffin. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. Passes it to Curry. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Drummond. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Harris. Five on the clock. Misses off the right iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. You look at Mills. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Maxey passes to Harris. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Harden bounce pass. Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Maxey. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Tipped away. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Johnson comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And it's Carter in for Patty Mills. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Reed is checked in for Andre Drummond. Korkmaz comes in for George Niang. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. Philadelphia with the ball. 6-point game. Shot clock at 6. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. Over Johnson. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Now, here's Curry. Last game we saw him score 14. To stop the drought. And it's good on the way in.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
It's the Nets now. 6-point lead. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
Shots good by Durant. KD's got 6.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Here's Milton. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul. 13 foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Free throw good, Milton. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Carter kicks to Harden. Aldridge dishes to Harden. Driving to the basket. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to Phoenix.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Harden. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Now here's Durant. Here he goes. And it's Reed pulling it down.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Milton on top, defended by Carter. The pass to Curry. Here's Thibault. This one for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Harden. Outside for Durant. The 3. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Durant's got 9.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds it.
Now, here's Milton, guarded by Harden. Milton on top, over Harden. No dice from the high post. And so it's Brooklyn, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here's Mills. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. So on the floor for Philadelphia. They've got Tobias Harris actually out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Niang in at the four-man position. Now here is Carter. 7-point differential. Just 4 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harris outside. Maxey, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Sixers have improved under Doc Rivers, who helped to define roles. Rivers said, "I did that day one. We're playing through Joel, but Ben is the facilitator." And Simmons said, "Doc's holding everybody accountable. It's about staying focused and not getting distracted. We have to stay locked in." Kevin, back to you.
Well, they've got the talent for sure, D.A. Thank you. Now here's Griffin following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And no good that time. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Banked in off the glass. Harris has got 6 points.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Now here's Griffin. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Kept alive. The 76ers trailed by 3. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Bembry kicks to Mills. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Niang. Now here's Drummond, covered by Mills. And it's Drummond missing. Brooklyn leading by 3. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. Dishes it to Harris. Rebounded by the Nets. Mills with it. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. Griffin trying to get open. And the shot is good from Johnson. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Maxey passes to Harris. Here's Niang. The 3. It doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here is Carter. Here's Griffin. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Griffin's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Drummond. He gets that one.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Let's go! All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Substitution here for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for James Johnson. KD's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And it's Harden in for Carter. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Reedy's checked in for Andre Drummond. Korkmaz comes in for George Niang. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. Brooklyn leading by 8. Harden surveying the D. Inside, here's Aldridge. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Milton finds Harris. Back to Milton. Pass to Korkmaz. Clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Korkmaz. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot, and Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master, so I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers trailed by 8. Here's Curry. To the inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
A precision pass for Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Durant kicks to Harden. Outside for Millsap. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Millsap's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Millsap this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
pass to Curry from the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Milton following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Milton. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Outside Curry. KD against Harris. There's the pass to Milton. There's a screen. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Korkmaz, no good. Brooklyn leading by 10. Here's Millsap. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He's got the perpetual green light, and Millsap has always been a dead-eye scorer from here.
52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now, here's Milton, guarded by Harden. Harris against Aldridge. Inside, here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Shot's good by Durant.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Milton, guarded by Harden. Now, Milton, 5 to shoot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. The Lakers playing at Staples Center as they go up against the Pistons. That one gets going 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
And now turning our attention to this game, we have seen a very confident performance for the Nets.
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing it. Most of their shots have come in the flow of the offense. Rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
And time for us to sign off here at the studio.
We don't sign off, Ernie. We're still going to be here watching and analyzing the action.
Yeah, right. I'm going to be here watching while you're kicking back. And stop stealing my notes, Kenny.
What notes?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nets leading by 13. The post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Mills out there with Harden, and it's Bembry in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Niang. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The 10-footer. And it's Drummond missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Takes it inside. Mills in the corner. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
There's one of the sharpest weapons in Mills' arsenal, specifically because of how fast his release is.
Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Harris up top. Curry finds Drummond. That one goes in. Drummond's got 6.
And, you know, Drummond is an experienced big man now, and because of that, he's gained confidence and has no problem shooting over the defense inside.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 5. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now here is Harris. Pass to Drummond. Griffin with the steal. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Maxey passes to Harris. Drummond sets the screen for Harris. Dishes it to Drummond. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Drummond.
When Drummond's points come, they tend to come inside. He's got a lot of ways to beat you down low.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now here's Mills, guarded by Curry. Pass to KD. And Griffin slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
And Brooklyn has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. Harden outside. Bucket is good. Harden's got 10.
He will not settle for a long jumper if he can get points inside. Harden will take any opening he can get. He exploits what the defense provides.
Now here is Harris. Harris a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Maxey. Knocks down the 3 ball. He has 5.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Harden outside. Griffin inside. Working on Drummond. Griffin's shot is off.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Curry passes to Drummond. Over Durant. And it's Drummond missing. Brooklyn leading by 15. Here's Griffin. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while.
You know, Griffin is so sure of himself when he shoots it. That confidence really goes a long way.
T-shirt, T-shirt, T-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on. Get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. Coming up to the court. Come on. Get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. And James Johnson is subbed in for Durant. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Reed is checked in for Andre Drummond. Korkmaz comes in for George Niang. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. The 76ers trail by 17. And here's Maxey. He has 5. Reed a screen on Harden. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here is Aldridge. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The 76ers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Now here's Milton. Defense is right there.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
6 on the shot clock. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throw's good for Milton. And the Nets with possession here. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. That shot no good. Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. Shoots over Mills. That one rolling around and rims out. Nets leading by 15. He takes it in. Trying to get open is Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
They set the pick. Here's Maxey. A rebound by the Nets. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Harden, and it's Harden shooting it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Here's Milton. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Harden with it to the middle. Reed with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Harden outside. To the left side wing. With 1 on the clock. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Now into the lineup for your Nets, Paul Millsap.
And so it's Brooklyn out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the guard pairing is Milton and Curry. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Niang in at the power forward position. And Drummond kicks to Korkmaz. Just 3 to shoot. Over Johnson. He can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Durant in the corner. The rebound by Niang. The 76ers trail by 17. Korkmaz passes to Curry. He sinks the 11-footer.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
And Mills kicks to Johnson. Back to Mills. Passes it to Johnson. From deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Milton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about the superb anticipation from Drummond, sensing the opportunity to go for the alley-oop and then converting in style.
Now here's Mills. Millsap a screen. There's the triple. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Milton. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nets. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get team-made shots. And does a really good job setting up a shooter.
Milton the pass to Niang. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now here's Milton. He's covered closely. From outside the arc. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, KD. Millsap in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers trailed by 16. Up top, Curry, guarded by Harden. Here's Drummond. Goes back up. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Now, here's Milton. After the miss from KD. Millsap against Drummond. Looking to get back on track here. And Drummond throws it down.
One of the key components of Drummond's game. He's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Timeout called the Nets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. Coming out to the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
So for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Paul Millsap. And Aldridge is subbed in for James Johnson. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Mills finds Aldridge. And here's Griffin. Harden sets the pick for Griffin. Into the lane. Basket good.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Now here's Milton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
At the line for Philadelphia, Shake Milton. At the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from Milton.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Durant finds Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
So effective in these screen and roll situations. Aldridge excels at taking what the defense gives him.
The 76ers trailed by 16. Here's Milton. Harris inside, guarded by KD, and Durant sends it back. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray. The rebound by the Nets. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Drummond. Back to Milton. And there's the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Milton's got 4 this quarter.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Nets leading by 16. To the wing on the left. Back to Durant. Outside Griffin. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Now here's Milton. Guarded by Harden. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Durant. They double team KD. And here's Mills for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Drummond, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
Harden against Drummond. Harden kicks to Griffin. Pass to Aldridge. Over Milton. A nice shot by Aldridge. And the Nets lead by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Harris passes to Curry. Pass to Milton. Here's Niang. 3-pointer. They get it back. And it's Drummond missing.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Harden outside. Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Katie, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. We made shots tonight, and it's always good when you make shots. It brings more energy into the building, and I'm glad we got a W.
You earned it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.